My best part with you is, oh Jesus, I should say, you look, you look.
I'm rebranding actually.
Okay, fine.
Rebranding.
Can you sing a Hausa song for us?
How much will you pay if I sing
Come on,
the
let me
song?
tell you, so they know you.
No, I didn't hear. Wait. Say, no, say, wait, you know this is my favorite song. Okay, we will actually mute that part for plus 18 reasons.
Jesus, why now you're giving them an idea of what I said?
There are many things that have plus 18
No,
effects now.
okay, fine. Just sing a Hausa song.
Okay. Mbado mbangiji
Can you sing a
ya
song that I know? Like I know the song, but I don't know the
No,
lyrics.
why
Like,
will you
to
ask
the
me to
end.
sing a house? Maybe just sing there since you are the northern lady you challenge.
No, it's not. You can't. It can't be a challenge when I don't know the lyrics.
Okay, no, you give me a shot on the songs you know,
Okay.
and then I'll try to sing.
Sai da kalmar godiya.
That one is simple now. Say the kalman godiya. Ba abun da zan kawo maka.
Nah, that one is simple. Which of that song with it?
Hello.
And that's an Omolange song.
Alheri Ubangiji na. Haba. Let's try. Oh yeah, now let's make the game even.
Alright.
Alheri Ubangiji na.
No, you say.
No, you say. No, you say. I can say it. Oh yeah, you start.
Alheri Ubangiji na.
Abin mamaki ne.
Okay. Yesu ya bada jininsa.
Sorry, Solomon.
It's fansar young Adam. That's fansar young Adam.
I will never have gotten it.
Then Turanandana Karbeshi. Alherin sananam. Alherin sa zai bi da ni.
Duka rayuwata. And guess what? I sang that song in worship and prayer, and trust me, but when it came to that by Isara something,
yes,
it was an off for me. But it's okay. It's okay.
Hi everyone.
Welcome back to Moseries.
Welcome back to Moseries.
Forgive us. See, let me tell you guys, you will forgive us, because if you carry us the way we are carrying you on this matter, there'll be no Moseries TV. Well,
yes, so
thank you to all our subscribers and everyone who has kept in touch. And I think quite a lot of people at some point, reached out to say, "Come, why are you guys not up again?" So this is the update now, the most recent update. Ta-da, we are back. Number 2, you'll be having short updates on what platform?
On our Facebook and on my Facebook, Morin Olarotimi, and then that's on our YouTube channel, Moseries.
And that's because officially I am not on social media. All right. So you just, you could just go there quickly and follow up and hurry up to our, YouTube channel and then stay through. It's gonna be
an interesting ride.
Jesus, see,
it's gonna be
that's changed. That's changed.
It's going to be real. It's going to be authentic. It's going to be from our hearts. We're gonna have conversations. We're gonna have games. We're gonna have a lot of things.
Jesus.
So stay tuned.
All right. So if you've not subscribed, please kindly rush. You won't get the full gist of our talk just by the shorts. I assure you, you'll get it on YouTube. All right. So help us get to 1,000 subscribers in no time. Trust me. I think if we had been serious, we'd take responsibility.
Yeah.
I think this is over 1 year.
Yeah.
Who would have by now
life happened
and you
Like we
know,
just got so
and we
carried
wanted our
away.
movements from
Yeah, from
Kafanchan to Abuja
Kafanchan.
to
I
be a bit
think that was,
silent.
yeah, that
Yes,
was part of the things that actually
you triggered it. Yeah,
made the silence more
evident.
evident
Yeah,
because of our movement.
yeah,
But while we were in Cav, we were a bit stable,
yes.
and we had the studio, we had the house, so we could just shoot everywhere. But when we moved to Abuja,
We had to settle.
we had to settle in, and then we had other responsibilities,
Yeah,
right?
we are going to give you the gist, by
And
the way.
then
Hey,
yeah,
if
just
you like
joke.
story, if you like story, trust me.
Right then, I think my studio was very far from the house, like
Yeah,
very far, and church was also apart.
within the
Like
house,
it
and all of
was
that. Yeah,
just so we had to. Well, we are here today
yeah.
after 1 year,
And that would be 1 year,
6 months.
6 months. We
We
actually
are
say
1 year, six
almost
months
2 years. Don't they play? Don't they
married.
play with you?
Oh boy.
Right. So I think I want to throw the first question. How has been the journey with you in the last, you know, let's make it 9 months, after that initial love era. So
Wedding.
has my love
Okay.
reduced or something?
Okay. I think I don't know if you can still remember one time while we were still in relationship,
Yeah.
we had a conversation. I was telling you this love that is shaking you like this.
Like she gave
After
me three
three
months
months,
love expiry date. Like after 3 months.
I said to my husband that after 3 months, I know he will still love me. Of course, he's a
Mm,
man of God. He understand what truly love is. Well, I didn't think he was going to be this hyper. You know, my
you
husband
did too. You
is
did too.
he's a lover.
I lie.
He's a lover. So I told him, I said, after 3 months, this is gonna calm down.
Leave them. Oh, don't mind them. Talk to
Guys,
me. Not you.
so
So
I
told me.
told you after three
Yes.
months, this is gonna calm down, right?
Yes.
But after 3 months, and then after 3 months came and passed, 5 months came and passed, 1 year came and passed. This is 1 year, 6 months,
And it doesn't look
and
as if the brakes are getting
it's
on
not
anytime.
even just brakes. There is no brakes. Your gear is just
I broke the brake. You see, when we bought
it's
that car, I broke the brake and I threw it
absolutely,
away.
absolutely. And you've been doing such an amazing job loving me. And
Mm.
I think I love the way you love me. It's so
Wallahi.
it's
Tell the truth. Oh.
well
All I
I
should not come and tell me. Tell me
no,
true.
I've told you this severally.
Yeah.
I've told you this severally. I love the way you love me. And it makes it very easy loving you too. I can't even hide. Even when I want to pretend, I can't even like sometimes you can see even when we're in public, I don't know how to just
Like,
I
yeah,
try
like
to like
literally,
pull
yeah.
myself together so that I don't fall. I just find myself I just wrapped around this man. I don't know what to
Let me calm
do.
down a bit. On my own part,
hmm
I think one of the most beautiful things I think I've said before is that we had to throw a lot of the things which we had seen around us
Yeah,
pertaining marriage.
yeah,
Yes. First of all, I think we should hit the direct matter on ground. Number one, we wanted to know each other. We had known each other before marriage, and we wanted to know each other after
more.
marriage. So there were things we had to keep at bay. All right,
Mm.
we had to decide, number one, that we are going to restrict the circles around us just to
Yeah,
covenant circles.
yeah.
Yes, covenant circles. And number two was that we just wanted to be
Yeah,
alone.
we
We
really
just wanted,
wanted to get to
yes,
know each other
without
beyond. We wanted to
children
really build
involvement,
our
all of that.
friendship,
Yes,
you know.
yeah. For me, on my own part, all right,
Yeah.
your own loving experience has been, let me say, has been very beautiful because I see the effort you put in, like intentional effort. It's not, and I think in a relationship, one of the things that makes relationships beautiful is that both ends want this to happen.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not as though I am I'm crossing the boundary or crossing the
Mm-mm.
two to get that happening. No, we both meet at the middle.
Mm.
I remember a scenario. And by the way, marriages have seasons of growth, seasons of commitment. And one of the things that you were willing to do at some point was, remember, even after I got married, there were still people who were around you who were very intrusive. And it was not as though they were badly intrusive. They were just people who, loved you and all of that. But I remember one very important. And I think at that point, I drew some boundaries when it came to that person. And then the person had not spoken with you in a while.
Mm.
So one day I asked you, "Ah, how far with this person?" And then you said, "Don't worry, as long as we're together in this, I'm okay. They will come around." And then he just told me, now it doesn't mean you're ready to lose everybody in your life,
Mm.
but it defined the priority. And for me,
Yes,
I'm a
sir.
very traditional person, not traditional from culture, but biblically traditional. What
Mm.
the Bible says about marriage, about relationship, about
Mm.
value system is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Not as though it's convenient, but that's what I want. And I have seen the same effort on your part in all ramifications.
Yeah. So I think it was actually easy to let certain things go because I saw you make um same sacrifices even without me asking. Of course, some people I was not comfortable with in your life, you were
Like,
willing to
trust me,
go,
like,
you were
there
willing
are
to
people.
let
Yeah,
go. And as long as the people around you, some of them that were not willing to accept me as part of your life, were also willing to let
very true,
go.
very
So I
true.
remember a time we had a conversation during our relationship and we talked about us being the priority and how the moment we declared this, so we know that that was before posting our engagement because we were like, we know that the moment we do this, some people will not be comfortable, this, that, and well, we came to the conclusion that it's us and God in this thing,
Yeah,
and if nobody, if
and
other,
much more having taken permission from those who were in
yeah, in
authority around
authority
your
and
life. So it
around
was
that,
not as though it
yeah.
was just two people running into
No,
the
no, no, no,
sunset.
no, 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 no,
Yes,
no. And you were very intentional about that.
yes,
Ah, God, maybe we talk about that. Yeah, I think it's something that young people really have to learn
very
out there,
important. Yeah,
involving the spiritual head,
authorities,
authorities. When it comes to your partner relationship, it's very, very important. It
accountability.
saves you a lot of things because there are things that you might not be able to say to your partner direct. Those people have the authority to say it, and then there are things that your partner might not really understand when you try to communicate, or when you present it to them, they know how to communicate them better to him, right? So that really helps. So, but basically, it's just you setting the standard, setting the giving me an example to follow, and it was, if it were, if you were just demanding from me and
Yeah,
demanding, it would have
yeah,
been really
harder.
hard.
In fact, we had to go to places where you had to see examples of, yes, like at your,
Yes.
okay. I remember one time I got very angry, and then you were not comfortable with how I was angry. So
Yeah.
we went to get
For
accountable
counsel,
again. We went for
yeah.
counseling. We are not the one calling us.
Yeah,
No, we
we
we are the
that's
one.
yeah, that's
That's one
one
thing
thing
you should have
about
learned.
us.
Like,
When we are not getting it right,
we
we
seek
seek for help.
counsel, like we seek accountability like
We are very
crazy.
intentional about making this marriage work.
Eh,
That we don't we don't wait for the error to
to
so
set in
nah.
very much. No.
So my husband is a very, very expressive. Do you want me to talk about it?
Talk about it, Joe. What I
So
say?
my husband is a very expressive person,
Yeah.
very expressive, and is on all emotions. If he's excited, you know. If my husband loves you, you will know. He's not a pretender.
If I don't
If
love
you
you,
don't like, if he
you
doesn't
will
love you,
know.
you will
You will not have to.
know. You will
There's
know.
no
Do you understand?
confusion. Yeah.
He can love you, but if you do anything wrong, like if you go against, because another thing is he's a very principled person. He follows
What principle?
yeah,
Yeah.
what principle, he follow protocol very tight. Okay, and so sometimes the thing he does not expect, he will not do to people. He expect that you also respect that when you are in his space. Okay, so that's that for him. But when he's angry, he also expresses himself very well. So, and I was not comfortable with that. I was
Expresses very well. I don't used to break plate, oh,
no,
please
no.
let me be clear. I don't used to break cup or whatever, but you will know.
You will
I
know.
will tell you. I will not.
Yes,
No, no, no.
yes.
I'll
I
tell
just
you.
don't like the way he
Yes.
expresses
So
anger. Um, I was not comfortable. So
at that point, is it the same now?
no, 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 it's not the same. It's
So
not the same.
let me be
And that's the thing. At that point, when we went to
Professor
yes, we went
Sodengi.
to meet him and he just said, Apostle, how did you even say it?
You know, and the funny thing was that the way we were very clear with our accountability system was that anybody could say what they felt like. It was not, oh, why did you tell this? Why did you? No,
Mm,
it was that clear.
we were so
And
open.
I was willing, we agreed that whatever the systems we went to talked about, we're going to look into it consciously and we're
Yes,
going to.
attention
So
to
she
it.
just opened her mouth. We were just, and then she said, I don't like the way Apostle reacts
When
when he
he's
gets
angry,
angry.
yes.
And then he just looked at me and he said, Apostle. And that's the funny thing, Prof not say, Prof say,
Prove,
Apostle.
yeah. And I don't
And
know.
she had a problem with
Prof,
it. She was
do
like,
you know that when I met my husband and I say, who are you accountable to? He said, Prof.
that's Professor Ibrahim Sudengi.
I looked
Yes.
I looked at their personality and it was
Prof
like
was there.
it was
I was there.
total opposite. They are total opposite of each other.
Prof is quiet.
Prof is calm, quiet, and born again. You know this our yeah. So but my husband is a very expressive person, like I said from the beginning. He knows what he wants. He knows what God wants for him. See, so I'm like, this you will not listen to Prof. But to my to my surprise, Prof is one person my husband actually listens to. If Paul said, Apostle, sit down here and not stand up, I'm telling you, you will come back and meet my husband there. That's one person. You see, Prof, you see his father. Those two people, I know that if I, except if they don't talk, and I think that's where you always had issue with dad because dad will not talk. But
Actually, yes.
Prof,
See,
Prof,
we'll get
Prof.
wrong in that. See, for me, I had a problem with my father because my father would
I
not
think
talk.
we should suspend that. Talk about it. I think no,
Okay.
not for this
Yes, nobody. So
podcast.
you were telling.
Yes.
So that day, I think she just said, I don't like how you get angry. Prof was like, Apostle, how far now? And he told me the story of one man of God
Yeah.
who he looked up to, and
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 Prof
then,
has a lot of
oh Jesus, you don't
experience.
want to
I'm
hear.
telling
I'm going to
you.
keep it there for many reasons. And that
So
was it. Since that day,
it
he
changed. I'm
changed.
telling
He did
you.
not, it was not a
I've
prayer point to
never
him.
had to
He
I've
changed
never
on the
had
spot.
to raise this issue again. I've never had
In fact,
to
let me
because
explain. People be thinking as if it's been nice, okay, and all of. So one time, me and my wife had a banter. All right. Yes.
we always have
I've
banter.
always prayed that I'll be like our father in faith, Bishop David Oyedepo, where they don't have any issue. He said we have never agreed. But my dear.
But I also don't think
Well, now,
well
okay, actually,
that's their
that
own
was what I could say. That day we had one banter like that,
misunderstanding.
misunderstanding.
Yes.
So I just took my bag. I told, no,
Yes, sir. My
so
husband.
instead of
So
my wife say, hey, I said, no, no, let me be the one. I packed my bag. I said, I'm going to look for peace.
yes. You said you're going to find peace.
I said, I'm
Look
going
for
to look
peace.
for peace. I
Yes.
want peace.
I
When I got to the gate of our house, this of us in Abuja. My wife
scream.
screamed. I'm like, I was at
I
I had to run
scream.
back in.
I
And I'm like, what did
scream.
I do? What like in my mind, I was like, what will happen if I leave this lady at this point? So
Hey,
I just
Jesus.
hugged her. And that's one thing, I actually hear a lot of
See,
men say, I want peace back.
I feel like I am my husband's weak spot.
See,
I'm not joking.
she's the weapon master.
Because my husband can be very, very
Jesus.
angry, right? But once he doesn't want to see tears out of my eyes.
See,
That thing was so dramatic. What
I
made it
said, God.
dramatic was how did we switch from such heated argument.
No, it was not heated. It was the main issue at that point was clarity.
Okay, yeah.
It was,
But I'm actually saying, how did we move from the point
yes,
that
the environment, the
someone was
atmosphere of what was happening.
to
Then all of a sudden they are
loving,
laughing.
cuddling, and the next one, they're even we ate fish.
In fact, see, let me tell you the truth. And I think to a very large extent, when you newly get married, okay, and it has always been my counsel, all right? Apart from maybe accountability systems, and I mean accountability systems that are neutral, the neutrality of the accountability system is very important. Because if there is prejudice from one end, everybody will come to standing for their own. Are we together? So now, based on the fact that a lot of people were, some liked my wife, and possibly I possibly will have my own back team. It's possible for them to just look from the surface and say, come, I know. I always knew. In fact, one time my wife wanted to do a post. And then she said, I'm going to post something by evening. My dear, people were expecting to hear one straight
Apostle have done this.
We were laughing.
Apostle have done this.
Humility.
Let me tell you a story.
All right,
So the first time I went to an eatery.
Don't tell me, please. I beg you. I'm already envisioning the whole thing.
When we were done eating, my head, I knew I was supposed to stand up and pack the plates and take it back to them.
Jesus is
because that was how I was trained. I didn't know that in the eatery, the people come to the waiters or whoever comes to clear the plate. And I stood up, I was putting the plates together. And the person I went there said, no, leave it, they'll come and pick it. But it was so
almost embarrassing, but
it was not embarrassing. It was strange.
Yes, yeah.
Because I didn't feel embarrassed though. Yeah. Because it was my upbringing. There are a lot of things I had to unlearn. I had to relearn a lot of things. But when you come to the home setting, you see that these things are very important. They are very good virtue.
Yes, very good, very important.
You understand? Just that the balance on how to relate with the social world out there was not given to us. But if not, Southern Kaduna, I feel like Southern Kaduna is one best place to marry from.
Yes. If I say no now, they'll come.
The ladies.
But let me tell you the truth. No, the ladies are very hospitable.
Yes.
Very, and I mean,
and we love God.
They love God. guys.
My God.
No, wait.
My God.
They love God, but they love God from a perspective that I don't think.
Yes.
Right? Loving God for them means you should be nice, beggarly, don't anticipate much, don't have ambition.
We have a song,
that is what. Don't give me money,
don't give me too much, don't give me too little, just give me the way I can handle. So that's a summary.
Let me tell you, many young folks from that area would have a problem with it. Now, I think one of the major problems of where you came from, right, is the idea of success. Okay. The idea of success has its restrictions in moral and education. If you're educated and you're morally okay, it's fine. So you notice that doing big stuff, immediately it looks as if you begin to do big stuff young, you're a threat.
Yeah.
And that was the major problem I had there. Because a lot of people, they loved what I was doing. They loved the result we were producing and all of that, but they could not stand me. So I remember at some point, one of the first time, like I was sharing this morning, somebody wanted to invite me for a meeting. So I told the person, I said, please, we have a protocol to run it. You contact my PA. I have a PA office. If you create an office, make it work.
Yeah, very true.
So you can't tell somebody you have a PA
and they're
not working. No, it doesn't make sense. So the person looked at me, PA, now what happened? Who are you?
I'm not used to those things.
The second time, I think I was on my way to the airport from Kafanta. And the person, can you imagine, somebody was calling me, he had an event on Sunday evening and he was calling me for my face to be on a flyer on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Now, these we are part of. Now, I'm not saying simplicity is off. And I think to an extent, I give that simplicity to people who have broken my protocol code. By that, I mean, they've
Followed,
proven to
yeah,
me that
that they
my
can,
that my value and my honor is not being threatened.
yeah.
So I think a lot of people from that end have ideas like that. Now imagine such a man now having a strong woman.
Ooh.
The whole village will tag the woman stubborn, resentive, and so much so that it now looks as if a woman must succeed from that area, it's either she's not married to that kind of
Yes,
man or
sir.
she has to stand alone. Because the
Yes,
time I
sir.
laid bold claim to state that as a lady, if you're going to
Jesus.
succeed in Kafanchan, to be precise, you have to get that. Your kind of man is hardly found around. Not because there are no good men. There are men that love you, there are men that like you, but there are men who cannot handle
Contain.
handle or contain greatness.
Oh,
So as at the point where I told somebody I was going to marry, I remember my neighbor then, Mr. Kalat, hello by the way, and Sharon. Oh, by the way, I never cooked while I stayed in that house. They fed me morning, afternoon, evening for almost a year.
my
I was
God.
going there, the Lord said, don't buy a gas. I have told somebody, and that was it, without pestering. So I celebrate them always. I celebrate
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you. And we thank God, God did what He did, bringing their baby back to life. But you see, at some point, they will come and be telling me about, have you met this lady? There's this lady called Maureen. The funny thing was that while they were talking about you, to be very sincere, my mind was not there.
Why?
But
Because I was Sadan Kajuna.
no, far from it. No, they were just talking about what you've accomplished and all of that.
Okay,
Because joke
okay.
apart, awesome, you have done marvelously. And so while they were talking, and I was like, okay, fine, I want to meet this person. And then finally, when I met you, to be very sincere, the the respect I had increased.
That's nice.
Well, but
It's
you
good
met
to
me
hear.
first. You met me first. You
Do
bumped
you
into
want
me in
to
church.
do you want to do that
No, I
now?
don't want to do it. I just want to put it in perspective.
Oh God.
Okay. So my respect heightened because it was very clear that if you were going to do that, you were going to blind your eyes to a lot of things.
True.
People were going to either tag you so much so that if a lady seems to flaunt some level of money, all right, people believe that she's either doing extra stuff by the side. But it was evident people could see Youth House as a place people loved the Lord. People like your prayer was on, your work with God was on. And the most important thing I noticed was that you were a loyal person. And how did I know? You were in a church. You were not a petcher.
No, I
You know,
wasn't.
in my mind, I was like, is it? And by the time I went to Kaduna, one day, I think by the time the Lord started bringing the thought to my heart, I think that would be July, August. I just told Pastor Chawi, who I was with them, I said, come, I'll marry this lady. I just
Mm,
know that. I just know. Now, that would be, I think it was close to when we started talking, August, July, August or something.
mm.
I said, no. I just know that and this was me dragging with where my heart was, because I had,
Yeah.
but I just knew this capacity God has put in this person is real. But my problem was that it was in a southern Kaduna
That
body.
was the problem I had too.
Okay.
You had everything I wanted, but you see, it was packaged in a passport, and I didn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to
But
handle
you see what I'm thinking, right? I think that the reason why it had to be either a pastor in that regard was because that attribute was rare there. But there are places where people still carry such character and they are not pastors.
it.
It's
I think
very
because
scarce there.
because of my idea of pastors, I'm a pastor's child, right?
Thank you.
I grew up around pastors.
Yes.
So I was still trying to understand what else about pastors am I supposed to know that is different from. And then you came along, and I'm seeing like a different person. I'm seeing a leader. I'm seeing a tutor.
Yeah.
I'm seeing an instructor. I'm seeing a man that really understands what it means to raise people. And a man that really understands that you're called out of the nature of sin, the old life, and you're brought into the new life. And in the new life, there are what will I say, packages that comes with this new life. And that is how every believer should live upon the earth. Remember when you were teaching us about um power, strength,
Yes, Revelations
wisdom,
5:12.
yes, wisdom,
Honor,
honor,
glory,
glory,
blessing.
blessings, and all. When you're teaching us, those are the things that a believer. Well, see, where I'm coming from, when you talk about money, it looks as though you're an unbeliever.
So people have to either be serious with their
Yeah.
finances or serious with God.
I knew at some point while growing up, when a believer has money, they question it. They're like, Kasa anun kaoni abu. Like pastors are really asking you, what have you done? What have you put your hand into? So it's like
As
believers
in,
might not
no.
supposed to be wealthy. There's a limit on how far your money should get to, right? And then I kept looking at the environment where I was staying. I knew I wanted more. And I knew I wanted to give more to my community. I can't find, at some point, my mind was at rest. And I told myself, if I marry, fine. If I don't marry, I'm going to give my best to this. And I'll push what God has deposited in the inside of me, right?
Yeah.
And that was what I did. That was what I did. And we came along and we continued.
So wait, let me be a bit clear. Right. After our marriage, okay,
Yes.
moving out of Kafanchan
Mm,
to
Abuja.
Abuja,
Mm.
how did that happen? Like, at what point did you just like? Because I know, in as much as yes, you had said, wherever you go, I'm going to go, and all of that, and all of that. At what point did you take that decision?
So let me tell you, when you reached out to me, when you were asking me out, there were discussion I had with some of my spiritual authorities. And one of the concern one of my spiritual authority raised was that you were not constant in one place. He talked about how you said God brought you to Kafanchan for mission, for ministry. And then at some point you said no, it's Kaduna. And then after Kaduna, you now came back again to Kafanchan. And and so when he was saying that, in my head, I'm like, I understand how pastoral work is. I understand that even my dad, he was under authority.
And he was
He was being
being transferred
transferred to
from place
different
to
places.
place.
Okay. And I understand that you were a young man with a huge zeal from God. One thing is constant, God called you. And everywhere you kept going to was
There
as
were
a there were
evidences.
evidences that God called you. And for me, that was enough. That was enough. So after that conversation, and when I decided that I was going to give this relationship a chance, I knew that whatever, like they called it confusion, right? And I made up my mind out. However, this confusion, if this is what confusion is, then I would walk with you through it. So that was why it was not difficult when you said God asked you to move to Abuja. It wasn't difficult for me to follow because I had made that decision already. And remember that we had spoke about it. We had written
A written
agreement
agreement
that wherever God has
sends us
sent
to
us
go.
to go. So it's
You
about
would go.
us. It's us in this. If I do not trust you to lead me, I shouldn't marry you.
Aye, aye. See, clock it. If you don't trust that God can use that person to lead you, please.
Okay, so if I know that marriage comes with stability,
Yeah,
it comes with stability. There are a lot of things that you can dare to do as a single man. But when you marry, you know that you are leading people. There are people, and now God has really defined a lot of things. Some of our sons and daughters, God has really defined, the lines are clear. Those that are following you, you know that these are the
yeah.
ones that God have sent to
Not
you,
the
not the ones
passive
that are
ones.
coming and just trying to pick ahead. God has really defined that. That's some of the things that comes with marriage, and they don't just come to you alone, they come to us.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so you see, those are the things that comes with marriage, and I'm just grateful to God that we were able to walk through all that. So we're able to walk through all that, and we are here now,
Mm,
and we're at the right place.
mm.
So our movement to Abuja was part of the reason why you've not heard from us in a while.
Yeah, we
And this is
needed
just
us time.
little
Yeah,
stories about
you're the
me.
action.
With time, we're going to tell you much more. A lot. We have a
Like
lot of things, and the
the
reason
bag
why
of stories are
the
much
reason why we do this is so that you would learn, and you will know that life is
in
not,
phases.
life is in phases, and it's not all glittering like you see on social media. We will keep it as honest as possible. Okay, it's not all like you heard us saying a time we had misunderstanding and this doesn't happen. These are the things that comes with learning each other. Okay, so we're going to be honest. We want you to be part of our story, part of our journey, but most importantly, to see that when God is working in a man, He's bringing out, there is something He wants to bring out of that man. When God is working in a man, it's not to destroy him, it's to make him to be the man capable to handle the things that
God is
God is
bringing.
bringing your way.
Yeah.
So stay tuned with us.
Well, okay. Lastly, can you tell me 5 things,
Hmm.
5 moments you
Hmm.
enjoyed most?
In
You see,
this,
yes.
my best part with you is, hey Jesus, I should say it.
See,
So my best part with my husband is always at night when you cuddle me.
ah, sorry, you are not supposed to know.
So you said I should say it.
See, actually,
So that's
no
that's my
problems.
best. That's my best part. That's my
No,
best part when you cuddle. When we cuddle, then the other best part is when I see you when I see you praying, when I see you studying the word of God, when I see you, Jesus, that thing
indeed.
is is everything to me. I'm telling you, it's like seeing a man in his purpose. And if you're a woman of vision, you know that that will be your most exciting
Um,
moment. You don't even want to distract the man. You don't want to, you just want to allow him do all that, because you know he's achieving what needs to be achieved. And then another part, um, my moment with you, I think when we are playing games,
by
the
the way, our best game is
Ludo.
Ludo. Right.
And I used to pepper my husband. Oh.
See,
Like I used to.
for the camera, you can take that. For the camera,
See, we will play
for
this.
the camera,
Okay, babe.
we can take that.
Let's play it one day online.
Okay, one day we're going to do a Ludo game
But babe, now
live.
you know I'm your wife, so you have to treat me as the weaker
Let
vessel.
me tell you, once we are playing Ludo, but let me tell you how you should see us. You know, two men with helmet. Now, forget, you are not seeing whether the other person is a woman or man. You see where
No, that's
those
not
Roman
true.
soldiers
I'm
wear
your
their helmet.
wife.
At
No.
that point, that's how we are when we are playing Ludo. So,
See, my husband plays
my
Ludo with
mother beat
me.
my father in Ludo. I said, not me. I beat my. So, okay, sorry, you won. You always win.
You see, right?
You always win now. Sorry.
I win sometimes though, but my husband. Okay, so how many have I listed?
Okay, three. You listed
Three.
three.
Okay, so another moment I I enjoy with you is when we are gisting,
Okay.
because we talk a lot.
We
We talk
gossip
a
too.
lot.
No, we don't gossip. At anything we say on our own, we can say
We
it.
can say it anywhere.
Hello, you
Anywhere.
have not there.
I don't
Yeah.
think, and so
Yeah.
we talk a lot when we are conversing, when we are, and when I'm in my girly mood, when I'm in my baby girl mood, I want to be pampered. And my husband is an intentional person, like I said from the beginning.
Very.
If once I enter that mood, he
Mm,
knows, and he gives me all the attention I need.
yeah.
The times that he take me out,
Yeah.
eats
In
things,
fact, I
stuff.
can be talking with you and immediately
If
she
I
come.
enter,
No.
you forget your
Except
conversation is over.
for
You can be
those I
on,
look up to.
see,
No,
except for
the
spiritual, yes,
authorities or
authority,
those
yeah,
who
yeah,
are not.
yeah. Of
But
course, if they are, I will not even do
yes,
that.
yes, she won't even.
Okay, but there are times that when I know that the call is not, if I come and say, baby, my baby.
You see, voila, guys, you see, I'm myself again. Okay.
But those are the
Things. Okay.
we have beautiful moments when we dance together.
Hey.
The five.
All right. No, real truth. Number one,
Yes.
when we are settling our argument.
Ah!
See, oh Jesus. Sometimes arguments are good because of how they end up being settled. All our arguments, banter, we should call fears, concerns.
Concerns, yeah.
Yeah,
We
we,
don't
we
call them
don't give anything.
fears. We
Nothing has
don't, yeah.
the authority to fear.
Because we know no matter how bad it gets, we must settle it.
Straight up. So I like when we're settling, when we're settling our banters, always beautiful, always ends beautifully with many reasons.
Keep quiet. Continue
I don't
talking.
understand.
Continue, sir.
No,
Second.
only you know
Sir,
what you are talking about.
second,
Number two.
second. Yes.
Number two, the fact that we really don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, like okay, one time both of us had last card. Okay, I think you had last card. I think I had 1, 2, and then you had like 3 something.
We
So
carry and go buy
we told
fish
ourselves,
chop.
my dear, like if I was just imagine them, you understand? I would say nonsense, damn it. Let's go and eat fish. Tomorrow we'll be fine.
Take care of itself.
I think we have the same attitude. My wife can be telling me, you need to see. I don't think my wife has ever talked to me about managing funds because we cannot counsel each other in that one. Can we say the only thing is channeling funds, not managing funds.
Yeah.
And I've seen that with you, even in food. I've seen families where the wife is frying meat, and then maybe the husband goes to speak and say, "That's all." My wife, she can fry. Let me tell you, see, let me tell you.
As
It's possible for us to finish frying and eat it.
As I'm frying and giving my
husband. See, and this has made us not to see meat as anything special now. Humbly speaking, I don't think we have ever gone to the market purposely to say we are going to like buy meat.
Nah.
If we want meat,
we know where to go.
Do you understand? No, real truth. And the reason is because we wanted a simple life. In fact, by the time we got married, one of the things we did was we removed everything. I told her, I said, we are going to write this story. Yeah. We are going to start from the floor. So I want you to imagine she had her house or some house, whatever. There were things I said we would not get everything. At that point, we were going to start from the floor. And the idea was, I wanted this wonderful man to learn to embrace me. I wanted you to embrace me for vision. There's only two things that, let's say we are taking everything out of our house, there's only two things that would remain: a table and a chair. And that's because it's a principle I want to live. I want us to live for our family, our children. In fact, that's one of the first things you would notice when you come into our house: a table and a chair. Not a sitting table, no, a reading table and a chair for reading. So,
all right, so third.
The third thing, your body. See, no, my wife does not do makeup.
Hey,
I'm not joking. You don't do makeup. You don't do rub. You understand? Let me tell you what. Your beauty is natural. See,